I've always been amazed by my ability to be like in a crowd of people or be at a massive party and feel completely alone. Even at a young age, I kind of remember just feeling dead inside. Like I just didn't have a lot of feeling. So that's where I discovered alcohol is like from the first sip at, I don't know, 15 or 16. It just seemed to fill me with this feeling of comfort, this feeling of acceptance that it's okay, like everything's gonna be okay.
He went from talking with other people and to engaging with other people sometimes to isolating all the time, no longer wanting to come to different events, just a lot of isolation. Like he was isolated when he was younger, but then it grew and it grew and it grew.
I had so much anxiety at this point that I didn't carry on conversations. Like I couldn't even sit at the desk and like say, hey, what's up? And it was like alcohol just drowned it out. And that seemed to work for a long time until it didn't.
Within 48 hours, he lost his job and he lost his fiance. They broke up.
And I just remember feeling like just complete despair, failure. Just felt like I missed the boat. Like God promised me all these things, but like because I decided to go against his will, that it's like all these things you had for me are now gone. I just felt like there's nothing left for me here. Like I'm not going anywhere. Like I'm dead. Like I'm dead inside and like I might as well be dead.
It wasn't until it was like a Saturday night when I was just hanging out with my friends and I felt the Holy Spirit say, you need to go home and you need to go home now.
And I just remember walking out on my roof and sitting on the arch, like the A-frame of the roof, and kind of just sitting there drinking with my feet dangling. And I just remember looking down and
I remember opening the front door and just like feeling just this sense over me of like something's really bad is happening. And I couldn't find him. I couldn't find him anywhere. And so I ran upstairs and I didn't know where he was. And
just thinking like, if I could just, I don't want to kill myself, but if I could just drink enough to where maybe I fall off and I just don't wake up again.
I went into his room and like that's where I found him passed out on the ground, on the roof. And I was like, Cameron, and like he wouldn't wake up. And I thought in that moment, I thought my brother was dead.
Had my sister not showed up that night, I can't speak to what could have happened, but the devil's got plans, but God's got bigger ones. And being the spiritual warrior she is, like, kept poking at me because she knew what I needed.
During the time when I was really concerned with him and trying to get him out and do different things, I would invite him to Influencers Coming with Pastor Ryan. And I remember him coming one service, and we've been going to church our whole lives. He left and said, I've never experienced like the Holy Spirit more than I have it at this church.
It's just a place where shame doesn't exist, where it's like, come as you are. Like, it's not just I have to go to church, or it's been a long time since I prayed. It's like, it's a part of my life now. Like I seek him now instead of him having to constantly seek me. And he's restored my relationship with my parents. He's brought me new friendships that I never could have seen coming. And he's brought the relationship I have with myself back.
It's just so cool to see Cameron, who he is today, of just, he's free. When you walk through those doors, people want to know you and they want to hear your stories and they want to make you feel welcomed and loved. And that's exactly what Cameron needed.